Hotep. Hotep means peace, and you would be responding, if you were looking at this video, you would be saying Shimhotep, meaning peace be unto you. And we're welcoming you into the video of Imhotep Charter High School. What you're going to see is how we transform African people for the redemption of the African community. We're welcoming you to our school because we know if you come to our school, you're going to get a fantastic education. Also, you're going to learn how to be socialized. You're going to learn that African people have so much grander. We come from a history of great and mighty educational institutions. And what we're trying to do in Imhotep is repeat that same thing. So we're going to take you back into our past, but on to our future. You will be surprised about what you're going to see. So I say Hotep to you again. Your response is Shimhotep. Peace be unto you, and be blessed and be a blessing to others.
I am Christine Wiggins. Everyone calls me Mama Chris. And as the founder and CEO of Imhotep Institute Charter High School, people ask me the question of how this got started, and I have to be honest. The Creator said, do something for our children that will help them to be better people. And so that's what made me do Imhotep. I didn't have a clue. And when we got started, I basically called some friends, some sister friends, and asked them if they would come in this venture that the Creator had told me was a job to do to save our children. So that's really how I got started. If I was speaking to a parent about why they should choose Imhotep Institute Charter High School, I would first talk about the fact that we value the parent as the customer and the child as the client. And our job is to meet their needs. And in doing so, we make a commitment to excellence. We make a commitment to not just deal with the academic and intellectual growth of a child, but the social emotional growth of a child, which is a holistic approach to making our young people have success. We provide a safe environment. And that is very important for what's going on in our world today. We really want to know that there's a place to be safe. And our parents like the idea that we value them as intelligent beings that come to the table with something. We don't just have our parents come like they're here for cookie sales and fundraisers and then rush them out the door. We have them involved in the school as much as we possibly can, and they have access to us. They have access through the internet. They have access through the phone. They have access on campus, to get to us. So they feel it is truly a partnership, and that's what we help them understand. We're in partnership with them to do the best with their children.
Student and parent coming to Imhotep Charter High School, I said if you are interested in going to college, or if you're interested into a 4-year institution and you have dreams beyond college, I would suggest you take Imhotep Charter High School. We have a proven method for both getting students into college and keeping students in college. We have a stated mission in our mission statement of math, science, and technology. We offer also African-centered. But I think that what is unstated is that we have combined education with socialization for our children. We are interested in reconstructing and redeeming African people worldwide, but we're starting in this small little community of Philadelphia. So if you're interested in college, if you're interested in athletics, or you're interested in performing arts, you're at the right institution. Now, whether you are African or European or Latino, it doesn't really matter, because the birthplace of mankind is in Africa. So we teach our students from that format. So no matter what your ethnic group, Imhotep is the place to be if you would like to be a collegiate student. Welcome.
At Imhotep, we're trying to develop both young people and ourselves. And I think that that's one of the things that's really different about a school like Imhotep, that we understand that we are all connected and we are all involved in moving toward our liberation, both spiritually, culturally, academically, socially. And so we come together as an intergenerational community of teachers and learners where we are all trying to develop into our highest selves, in terms of our humanity and our divinity. And so it's a mission that really brings everyone together to try to improve themselves, and not just for the point of self-improvement, but so that we can grow and make a contribution to our community and to the world while we're here on earth.
We join together in a family circle, or Nia circle, purpose circle, to begin our day. We start by pouring libations, and we say the affirmation statement, and then we post in or pronounce any announcements that would pertain to the students or the faculty throughout the day. So it's kind of a starting point for us to provide the purpose for that day.
This morning we have the senior nation class of 6246 doing libation. We pour libation for our personal ancestors, our grandmas, our parents, our aunts, our uncles that have passed. Ashe? We pour affirmation for those yet unborn and for those here today, for us to have a wonderful day and enjoy the sun. Ashe? 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 We are descendants of great African fathers and great African mothers. We had the pride and the power of another land to help us do the things we must do, because we must understand I am because we are, and we are because I am. When I shine, the nation shines. And when the nation shines, we all shine.
The programs at Imhotep Charter High School right now range from direct academic programming, as a typical high school will have. What makes us different in a very specific way is that all of our instruction is taken from an African-centered standpoint of view. We are a community-based school, so a lot of students come from the neighboring vicinities around the West Oakland area. But when you look at the demographics of our school, we come from 38, almost 39 different zip codes in Philadelphia. So we have a very diverse group of students from very diverse group of income levels. And we're blessed to have a staff that is dedicated to serving the individual needs of the student, which makes us special, I think very unique. We offer a college-bound program. We are a science, technology, and mathematics institution. So you'll see everything, it's computer-based. Everything that we do right now in terms of education is focused on promoting technology with our students, all the way from the completion of their high school degree with senior presentations that are PowerPoint, technology-driven, research-based, all the way from freshman year when they're doing their group presentations. They're using PowerPoint, trifold boards. They're using technology to enhance enrichment through distance learning. So we really support our children with a myriad of opportunities to get the exposure they need to suit their individual learning styles and needs. In terms of how our academic structure is formatted, we are a project-based institution. Every class is geared around a culminating project at the conclusion of either the semester or the year, either a science fair or a math presentation, or a history, or we call it Our Story presentation, an English major research project for every English class. And it definitely gives the student a variety of ways to express themselves creatively, as well as uniquely, in the sense that a student may not choose to use technology. They may choose to use voice or spoken word. They have the opportunity to do that at Imhotep.
Another unique thing about Imhotep is our partnership with the continent. I don't believe you can truly say you're an African-centered school if you haven't gone to Africa. So Imhotep has been to Africa 4 times. We've been to Ghana, Benin, and Togo. We've taken parents, students, teachers. We visited schools over in Ghana, and we take supplies and materials, and we share knowledge. What has happened recently is that I was honored to be given the name of Asafwanye Odamente Chocho, which basically says I'm a warrior chief. I was told that when they heard the story of Imhotep, the queen felt that I represented someone who was on the battlefield for children, which I am. And we are actually working in Ghana to open some schools so that we can share with our students. In doing that, what we allow our children to understand is different cultures, because sometimes Americans are considered to only think about themselves, and our children have learned to give and be a part of others, neighborhoods, communities, and the world, and that'll make them better students of the world, and that's where we're aiming. We also have a unique partnership with cultural development as part of rites of passage. So in 9th grade, one of the first things that happens at the beginning of the year is there's a rites of separation where we say to parents, you're preparing your child to be a young adult. We need to now separate them from mommy and daddy. We're going to return your child as a young woman, young man, and work with them. That again creates that partnership of trust where the parents are letting us now take over the development of that teenager. So it's very clear that they are now working on becoming young men and young women. Then after the rites of separation, we do a naming ceremony. The naming ceremony, the teacher, the child, and the family look at African names, look at their meanings, and select the name that represents them. And then we actually have a formal naming ceremony. That moves on to service learning projects where they do service in the community, like going down to New Orleans and building houses in the 9th Ward. Another sense of I am because we are, and we are because I am. Finally, they go through their rites of passage, where the young men go off with the male teachers and the young women with the female staff, and we work on their final passage by grade 11 into young womanhood, young manhood. And by grade 12, then those 12th graders go and give back and work with those 9th graders. So again, giving them a sense of community and working together through service and helping them grow as a whole child. At Imhotep, since we center our education around the needs of the child, what that means is we look at their learning styles, we look at how they problem solve, and we design instruction to meet the needs of the child. Differentiated instruction means that the teacher looks at what the child has and makes sure that that happens. And because of that, we've had a lot of success with children with all types of different learning styles, learning differences, and we've had a lot of success. They're in those numbers of going on to post-secondary with children who came not maybe feeling so good about where they were academically. I always let my students know I was not a straight A student. I struggled through middle school and high school, and if it wasn't for teachers who cared about me, who worked hard, a family that supported me, I wouldn't be where I am now. And I make sure my students know that yes, they can achieve, and we believe in them, and we make sure that they have everything, all the resources they need to be successful.
A student entering Imhotep has a continuum of services that they can receive. From the least restricted environment, which is an inclusion program, where the student is involved in all the content area in a regular classroom, but receives support on a needs basis from the special ed team. From there, a student may, if they're having challenges in inclusion, they will go to the resource room, which will allow them the opportunity to receive support in their content area. For example, they have an 85-minute resource period, 5 days a week. They will come in. We will be aware of what the lessons are, what the projects that they have to do, and give them the necessary support that they need to receive it. Presently, we're doing the program so that they're not pulled out of the class that they need help in. Next step would be a student who would be involved full-time. This might be a student who may be reading and writing on a second grade level, so that we will have a program that will give them the skills so that they can make that transition into high school. It will be career orientated so that their goals and objectives will be more toward everyday life.
At Imhotep, we prepare our students daily in the classroom with what we call pre-class standardized test activities. And our students are required to take the Terra Nova test, which is given by the School District of Philadelphia for students in grades 9 and 10. Our students in grade 11 are required and really mandated to take the PSSA, which is the Pennsylvania System of School Assessment Test, which is given throughout the state. In addition to pre-class activities, for at least 2.5 months, we work intensively with our juniors in what we call PSSA Success Academy. In this particular class, the children are given work in math and reading, which are the two areas they're going to be tested. Additionally, we also administer writing in February of each year. However, at the same time, students must perform at the advanced or proficient level. The way the testing system is organized, a school is determined to make AYP, which is average yearly progress.
Right now, a lot of schools are worrying about No Child Left Behind. Imhotep is proud to say we have made AYP, and we are striving to improve since excellence is our goal. What we're more excited about is our mission was to help children prepare for their post-secondary experience. And we have done a wonderful job, the staff here, the students, in over 5 years continually working to be at least 20 to 30% higher than traditional schools in our post-secondary placement. We've had a 100% graduation rate every year the past 5 years of our senior class. And of those seniors that graduated, we've had 100% post-secondary placement almost continuously. We are proud of that because what we see happening is colleges coming to Imhotep to get our students, because when they get on the campus, they are going into regular classes, not going into remedial classes, and able to sustain their academic status on these college campuses. We have the first graduating class, Nubia, that has just graduated from college. So many of them have gone on to graduate school or gone right on to jobs, and they come back and they tell us that the success was not just what was going on academically, but the nurturing and the caring for them that helped them understand that, yes, they could make a difference in this world. That's what carried them through.
Research has proven that when parents are actively involved in the educational life of their children, academically they do better as far as their behavior, and they get more out of school because they're encouraged and their parents are actively involved in their daily school life. We're fortunate at Imhotep, we get a lot of parent involvement. Well, one thing, they call their parents the Wazuri. They're the leaders. And we have monthly meetings of the Home and School Association, but also we have grade group meetings. The one thing that's different about the Imhotep situation is that when they have their monthly meetings, there's always plenty of staff there. And parents know that they can come and actually talk to the teachers, find out what their students are doing, and keep check on them. The other thing is because it's math, science, and technology, parents can use the computer to go into the website, check attendance, check lateness, check grades. And it was interesting because a lot of parents say, oh, we don't have a computer. But Imhotep also provides information to parents how they can get reconditioned computers at a price they can afford, because high school students do need computers available at home, not just in school. And it'll help the parents to communicate with the teachers. They can email the teachers, and we'll show them how they can get free email. So that's how they do it, to help parents keep track of what the child is doing. It's no more waiting until you get the report card and find out that your child has not turned in 2 assignments and has failed a test or a quiz, that the parent can keep track. So we're very excited about that program. The level of work is very intensive. We actually have students at the meetings with the parents to let them know, parents who are going to be brand new, that it is intensive, that students cannot even participate in basketball, football, and those activities if their grades drop. They have to be academic athletes. They say scholar athletes is a term they use a lot, that comes first. We tell them that we need their support and we need their involvement, that when students are working on projects and things, they need to understand that if the parent does not necessarily have to know how to do it, but showing an interest in it and letting the child share what they are working on with them. Just ask them questions about it. What are you working on now? Which class is that for? Those kinds of things. We also provide them with a lot of information. At every meeting, we're always giving out ideas. I have a calendar that we give out at elementary, middle, and high school level that tells parents day to day something they can talk to their child about.
We do have extracurricular activities, and that includes football, basketball, and then they'll also be involved with African dancing and drumming and language. Yeah, Imhotep has a choir and have other type of music and dancing, and we are affiliated to other organizations where they learn ballet and other things. So apart from the African dancing, African drumming, we do have other type of music programs. Student responsibility first is academics. Make sure that they study hard and pass all their courses, and then be involved in student activities.
Imhotep, one of the things that makes us a little different than other charter schools is we have a vast variety of athletic sports. We started out in year 1 with basketball. We've since expanded from varsity basketball to junior varsity basketball, girls basketball, to varsity track and field, and most recently we've expanded into football. Most schools our size don't have a football team, so it's one of the things that really helps us stand out. We've already made history. We're the first charter school anywhere to ever beat a public school in a football contest, as we did last year. We're the first charter school to have a player make it to the city all-star game. So we're really making history here with our football program. This is year 3 for us, and we're already looking at hopefully making a state playoff run this year. So athletics is just one of the many things that we offer here at Imhotep that helps us stand apart from the other schools, that helps keep us on top and keep us doing what we do best.
We are descendants of great African fathers and great African mothers. We will have the pride, the strength, and the power of the motherland to help us do the things we must do, because we must understand I am because we are, and we are because I am. When I shine, the nation shines, and when the nation shines, we all shine. Imhotep.
Well, Fatima has been to public and private school, and once I got her into Imhotep charter, it was a one-on-one experience that she wasn't getting in the public school system. She was coming home telling me how she liked her teachers and her facilitators and how they, care for her and how they help her with her work and projects.
How y'all doing? My name is Rashawn Williams. I attend Imhotep Institute Charter. A reason that y'all should attend Imhotep is because you learn more about your African culture, and at times when teachers don't pay you attention in other high schools, teachers here will pay you attention. Thank you.
If I could recommend any school to someone else, I would recommend Imhotep, because at Imhotep they prepare you for college and they give you the useful information that you need to proceed in life, and they also teach you about your African culture, stuff that you might not learn in another school. So Imhotep would be my first choice to give to anybody else that wants to come to this type of high school.
Okay, my name is Corey Keefe. The reason why I think students should come to Imhotep is because as a great African American heritage foundation here, and it'll be a benefit for any African American anywhere in this country.
If I could recommend any high school for a freshman or somebody that's coming to high school, I would recommend Imhotep Institute Charter High School, because it's just the best. Like, the teachers, they care for you, they love you, they support you in everything that you do. If you need any questions, if you need somebody to talk to, you can always go to the teachers. It teaches you about where you came from, because you were miseducated from so many other schools, and like Imhotep, it just teaches you where you come from as an African student, and like your past, your culture, and everything.
Imhotep, to me, Afrocentric based, very good academic, rigorous program, and I like the small community and the fact that everybody gets along. There's no violence, and I do believe it's having a positive impact, not only on the students, but also on the community as a whole. And I really believe that if you want a quality education for your son or your daughter, and you want something in the community, then I believe Imhotep should be your choice.
First, I need to say that Imhotep is not for everyone. And so you have to make sure that this is the place for you. Now, this is how you know whether it's the place for you. If you are someone who really believes that you are here for a reason, and you want to be in an environment where people believe in you, where people are ready to love you, where people are willing to work with you because they know you can do something excellent, when people are wanting to be excellent people, excellent teachers, excellent administrators, and they know they can only be excellent if you are, then Imhotep is a place for you. If you are someone who really does, in your heart, know that African people, that black people are people who've made great contributions, and you're tired of being in places where people don't celebrate that, then Imhotep is the school for you. If you are someone who wants to go to college and wants to make a difference in the world, you know that you are here for a reason and that you are supposed to do something wonderful, then Imhotep is a place that will help you do wonderful things. We are very serious about academics. We are serious about people growing in terms of their character. We are serious about children, and we're serious about our own growth as individuals, as a community. And so if you want to be somewhere, and if you want your child to be somewhere where people are going to be committed to their success, and where people understand that if your child doesn't succeed, they don't succeed either, then Imhotep Institute Charter School is a place that you want to be. It's a place where we are committed to striving for excellence and striving for excellence in love.
Every man wants to shine, but they cannot be selfish, no. Go up and we will dance, and any kind of weather, they need to know that we will shine, oh, forever. They need to know that no matter what they're saying, we're gonna shine forever. They need to know that we'll shine. They need to know we'll shine forever. Oh, at a place called Imhotep, we understand that when the nation shines, everybody will have heart, soul, and mind, and we'll go and spread the message across time. They need to know that we've got to shine, even if they feel that the ghetto can't shine. They need to know that everything will be okay, and there will be a brighter day, 'cause we're gonna shine, shine. They're gonna shine, shine. year looks like you need to shine. No matter what they thought it would be, you need to shine. Shine.
To you and the world, the graduating class of 6246.